because I've always been very flat, very small. I was joking with my friends the other day and I was like, I was a late bloomer and I'm still waiting to bloom and I'm 31. So have you ever thought as a Christian, like, what's God's will for women when it comes to all the world has to offer now, for women to look younger, to look more youthful, and all of that stuff? Like, what is right? What is wrong as a Christian? And I want to just chat with you guys today. I've written a few notes, a few things I want to share from my own experience, but I can't tell you guys that it's right or wrong to get breast implants or to get Botox. I don't think this is a right or wrong issue, but these are some things I think we should think about when it comes to any kind of beauty enhancement. We should think about one, what is our heart motive for getting this done? Is it because I'm so unhappy with myself and if I don't get this done, then I'm gonna just feel like I'm a terrible, ugly person? That's probably not a good reason to, if that's your only motive to do it. If you're like, hey, like this would be nice to have done this one thing and I've prayed about it and I feel at peace about it, I've talked with people about it, and I feel okay with doing it, then maybe it's okay for you to do. It's funny because I was thinking about to myself, I've never gotten any Botox or breast implants or anything like that, but my small experience of like getting something done for cosmetic reasons has been like when I've gotten a mole removed or something. I remember, I think I was in high school when I had this mole on the back of my neck and it was a raised mole and I never liked to wear my hair up because I just was embarrassed about that. And thankfully my parents paid for me to get it removed. I think I was maybe actually in middle school. And I remember after that feeling so much better that I didn't have that on my neck, that I could wear my hair up and just, I don't know, not have to worry about that. It was about the size of the top of a pencil, like maybe a little bit smaller. So I understand when you have something that you feel like it's inhibiting you from maybe wearing something you like or feeling just completely comfortable. But there's some more questions I feel like we need to ask ourselves before making a big decision like this. The other thing we need to ask ourselves is, have I done my research? Especially when it comes to like breast implants. There's a lot of videos out there and research that women have gotten really sick from them. I don't think it's all women. I think it's some women, and it's probably based off of what kind of implant you get and how your body responds to it. But I would just like do my research for something so invasive and big like that. And even with Botox, do your research about that. And a third thing that I think we should really think about is money. People, if you ain't got money to pay your bills, you should not be buying Botox or lip injections. If you, like, I feel like some people have extra money in the bank, and so for them to spend money like $1,000 a year on getting those kind of procedures done, Botox, fillers, or whatever, that's not very much to them. $1,000 a year or even $500 a year to get stuff like that done for me is a lot of money. And then let's not even talk about how much like breast implants cost. Like the price of probably more than a car I would buy, like a lot of money. And so I think we really need to check and pray and analyze, like, is this the best use of God's money that he's given me? I think for some of us, we're gonna have a peace about it. Some of us are not going to have a peace about it, and we should really think about our money and what it's going to. And guys, you may hear this video and think like, wow, Molly seems like very like pro, or maybe you're thinking I'm very anti-plastic surgery. This is my opinion from my own personal opinion. I think I would never get breast implants. I used to say, oh, it would be nice to have those done because I've always been very flat, very small. I was joking with my friends the other day. Actually, I was halfway serious and I was like, I was a late bloomer and I'm still waiting to bloom and I'm 31. I've always been very small, and it's been something I don't love about myself, right? That's been something that I've continued to have to deal with because even after breastfeeding, it's like, wow, they even look worse now. And feeling like the stereotypical view of what a woman should look like is not what I look like. But you know what? I was reading some other stuff online, and they were talking about like, if you are a woman, like you have the female body parts, you are a woman. We've gone a long way in like the body positivity movement of women of all different sizes. If you think of Aerie and their Aerie Real campaign, how they've tried to include women of all sizes, that's great, I think. But we haven't gotten to a place where we accept women of all different ages and the beauty of the aging process. And I feel like for myself personally, that's something that I am trying to work through. Like, would I ever get Botox? Now, I said I would never get breast implants, but would I ever get Botox? Like, I've thought that would be really nice to have. Can I afford it right now? Is it a good use of my money right now? Obviously not, because I'm a single mom living off of a small income. But I don't like the wrinkles I'm getting on my forehead, because suddenly they appear one day. It was like, I would kind of see them here and there in a little bit, and now I'm like seeing them more and more, and I'm like, oh, it's scary. But, you know, this other thought I've had in my mind is people look up to us, younger girls or girls our age. And if we're always doing things to change our aging process or change the way we're made, are we going to encourage other girls, other women to be dissatisfied with the way God made them? I want to be a positive role model to my daughter, to other girls, that you can get older and it's okay. Not saying that I wouldn't ever get Botox, but I think these are just things that we have to start thinking about. It's not just a decision about what makes us feel good, what makes us happy, and what we want. There's other people affected by this, and there's more than just meets the eye in this decision-making process. And it's something we should really pray and seek the Lord about, because I think for some of us, it's not going to be the right decision. For some of us, it may be the right decision, but ultimately our happiness cannot come from this outward body that is dying. It is fading away. It is falling, sagging, everything, you know? So, and I think it's really wonderful to have women that are similar sizes to us, similar age in life as us, that look put together, that take care of themselves, and we can kind of look up to them. For example, remember in the 2000s when like the Jennifer Aniston hair was like so in, it was like the straight as possible hair, blonde and all of that. Well, that was never me. In fact, if I can find this picture, I'll insert it here. So I think it was 7th, 8th grade in school. I wanted that straight hair so bad that for my school pictures, I let my hair be really greasy so it could be as straight as I could possibly get it. And that photo is terrible because I wasn't embracing my naturally curly hair, my naturally very thick hair. Like, for me to get it to look like this, it's a lot of work to tame it down. But that photo is awful, you guys. All right, here, you guys, is the dreaded haircut. My hair, I greased down and put it in a half-off pony, and then by the next year, I kind of began to embrace more of my natural hair. Oh, no. I remember when I saw the Mississippi Girl Faith Hill's music video, and I was with my family, and that was the first time during that 2000 season that I saw a celebrity with like big hair. She had big curly hair in that video. And I was like, wow, she looks really pretty. Like, and she has curly big hair. And it was just cool to see someone that looked similar to me. I'm not saying that we should be idolizing celebrities, but I'm trying to prove the point of the fact that we should not all just look like each other. We're supposed to be unique. And in our uniqueness, we can encourage other women that look similar to us, who maybe have the same skin color, the same size, the same kind of imperfections, the same hair, whatever it is, the same age, that they maybe have wrinkles like you have wrinkles, that we could, it's nice to be able to see other people just being themselves, and then that encourages us. So we're not all meant to look like each other, and I think we just have to be really careful with wanting to get these kind of beauty enhancers and suddenly we don't look like ourselves anymore. I mean, I've seen women that I'm like, wow, before they got anything done, they look gorgeous, and now they look a little just not normal. But then I've also seen women that have, like, I don't know if you guys follow JC Marie. I like her photos and some of her videos, and she's gotten lip injections because her upper lip was like non-existent almost, and she felt underconfident about that. So she got that done. And I get that, where you have something like specifically almost like one thing that really bothers you and you have the ability to spend money on that and it makes you feel better, just like the mole on the back of my neck. But we have to be careful to not let it be like all consuming and everything. And suddenly we become this alien person that doesn't look quite normal. I want to now answer just 2 questions I got on Instagram. When I do these kind of videos, I like to ask you guys on Instagram if you have anything you would like me to answer or put in the video. So the 2 questions I had were on laser hair removal. I'm assuming they wanted to know my thoughts about it. Now that is something I would love to get done at some point, because with my dark hair, I just like my arm, I have arm hair, leg hair, and it just grows so fast and it's coarse and I get razor burn a lot. So that is something I would love to invest in at some point. But again, that costs money. And I think some people don't realize that when you get laser hair removal, it's a process. Like you have to go in, I think like maybe 4 times for your initial time. And then your hair will possibly eventually like grow back in a few years. So you're gonna have to go in again. So that does cost money. And I think there's like a primary people that are the best candidates for that are people I think who have dark hair but lighter skin. So I'm not sure how well it works for people who have darker skin or who have very light hair. That's something to look into. The other question I wanted to answer was if I thought it was okay to color your hair, because they want to encourage their daughter to embrace her natural beauty and just who she is. And you guys, I color my hair. I've colored my hair since let's see, I'm 31 now, maybe like since I was 24. I mean, I went to beauty school, so I learned how to do it there. No, so I colored my hair for the first time when I was at beauty school, so I think I was 20. Excuse me. But then when I started getting gray hairs, and now I have a pretty good amount of gray hairs, I try to do it pretty consistently. And I sometimes get annoyed about how much work it is to color my hair, because it is a hassle, and sometimes I wish could I just embrace the grays, but I feel like I do feel better when I color my hair. I don't feel as old. I'm like, I'm only 31. I'm not supposed to. I'm still in the prime of life, right? Maybe not. I don't know. But I understand that concern of like, am I not embracing who I truly am? And I think that this is an area we have freedom in, we have grace in. I mean, if you think about it, if we were totally going to embrace like who we are exactly, we wouldn't wear jewelry, we wouldn't wear makeup, we wouldn't style our hair, curl our hair, like do anything like that. But I think if we're talking to our daughters about what true beauty lies in, that it's in the heart and it should come from the heart outwards, then I think that's what's most important. You know, I found myself the other day talking to one of my friends about something I didn't like about my body. Like, I'm trying to get in shape, you guys, and it's a process. And I want to just be like, zip, I'm in shape, and all my pants that are too tight fit me now. And I no longer ever want to have pizza again. But I know that's not going to happen. But I found myself saying to my friend, it came out of my mouth, and then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I almost said like, and I hate my stomach area. And right after that came out of my mouth, I corrected myself, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't say hate, because that's such an ugly word to say. And I realized, I later texted her and I was like, you know what, I feel like I want to be thankful and I want to be positive that I have a generally healthy body. And we can get so down on ourselves and then forget what all we have to be thankful for. I got 2 arms, I got 2 legs that work, and there's so many things that could be worse, you know? And so I want to be thankful. I want to be getting healthy and taking care of my body, but I want to be thankful, not prideful, but thankful for what God has given me. So that's where I want to end here. I want to hear your thoughts. My feet are falling asleep really bad, guys. Ugh. But if I go down here, then I might be too low. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on what all I shared. What do you think about plastic surgery, breast implants, Botox? So I love you guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more content that I hope you will enjoy. If you don't like this, don't subscribe to it. All right, guys, bye.